Spring is here and we are talking about why your vagina smells. But don't worry, I can help you with that because a few simple tweaks here and there can really turn the whole issue around. So girl, don't worry about it. I got you. So if you want to feel clean, confident, and balanced this season, then continue watching. In today's video, we are talking about underwear. Underwear, panty, drawers, whatever you want to call it, that's what we are talking about today. Good old underwear. Hi, my name is Pia, and I help women achieve balance in their vaginal health through practical advice, useful tips, and just my lived experiences. So if feminine wellness content is something you vibe with, or if you love feminine wellness content, then girl, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, I'm not gonna hold your hands when I say this because it's the truth. Pum pum is gonna stink sometimes. Sometimes pum pum is going to stink. But not all the time when you're smelling something coming from down there is your pum pum that smells. Sometimes it's your underwear. Now, we all know cotton is the best, but why? Cotton is breathable, right? And cotton dries fast. When you have a discharge and that discharge goes in your underwear, you want that discharge to dry fast, right? Because down there, when you have on your underwear, you're going about your day, it's warm down there, it's damp down there, and it's dark down there. And that is the perfect environment for bacteria to grow. So if you are wearing cotton underwear, you lessen your chances of bacterial growth happening in your underwear throughout the day because it has no time. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it really has no time. You have a discharge, your underwear, like your gusset, gets wet, but in no time with you continuing throughout your day, it gets dry. Because that's just what cotton is. Cotton is breathable and cotton dries fast. And that is exactly what we want when we wear underwear. So you're wearing cotton, you are good to go. But girl, if you choose to wear like maybe polyester or nylon, now if the gusset of a polyester underwear or like a nylon underwear is cotton, then it makes a difference, right? It's still gonna be holding on to moisture, but it makes a difference. But these type of materials hold on to moisture, right? And they are not breathable. So sometimes you are going about your day and you smell down there. It's not necessarily that your vagina smells. It's not like your pum pum smells. It could just be the fact that the underwear you're wearing is trapping sweat. It's trapping moisture. And just like how your armpits can stink just because you're sweating all day, it's the same thing that happens. You're sweating in that area. So sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with your vaginal health per se, but it has to do with the fact that you are wearing underwear that is so like, that just holds onto moisture, right? So it's not breathable. It's not drying as you go about your day. So you're just sweaty down there, and just like anything else, you sweat, you get musty. The next thing why you may be smelling something coming from down there and it has nothing to do with your vagina is because your underwear wasn't washed clean, nice, and fresh. Let's talk about that. You ever wash a t-shirt, right? You put it in the wash, you use laundry detergent, you use fabric softener. When you take it out and put it in the dryer, you even use dryer sheets to ensure that it really washes nice and fresh. But when you pull it out, the armpits are still musty and you're like, yo, I don't know what's going on. I did all of that just for this tired t-shirt to come out still musty and sweaty. It happens. Like, it literally happens to everyone. When that happens, girl, you have to toss that t-shirt back into the laundry. Now, I know for a lot of you guys, you don't. You still put on that musty t-shirt because you're like, it was washed. I don't care if the armpit stinks. You go about your day, and for the entire day, your armpit's green. For the entire day, you smell green. And it's not necessarily because of your armpit. It's because the t-shirt you're wearing smells like crap. Like, the t-shirt you're wearing smells musty and green. So no matter how much body oils you have on, no matter how much perfume you put on, that t-shirt, the garment you're wearing, is dirty. It smells dirty. So that's how you're going to smell the entire day. The same thing happens with underwear. If you wash your underwear and when you take it out the laundry, it still has kind of like a musty, sweaty smell. When you put on that underwear and you go about your day, once down there starts to get warm and damp and dark, the underwear is going to start smelling. It's just what it is. It is just what it is. So girls, stop wearing underwear that doesn't have a nice, fresh, clean smell, because whatever smell is resting in that underwear, it is going to start smelling, and that smell is going to start rising when you are going about your day. And then you're gonna blame your amazing vagina that's just chilling and being bougie and living her best life when she has nothing to do with it. It's because you didn't do your due diligence. It's because you didn't care that your underwear smelled like trash and you still put it on. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, but Pia, like, well, how do I know if my underwear is washed properly? Smell it. What do you mean? Smell it. So you're telling me that you are not smelling your underwear? You're not sniffing your underwear? You're just taking up the underwear, putting it on and going about your business? Girl, are you okay? No, that's not what we do around here. Around here, we smell our underwears because we want to ensure that the underwear smells clean. Just like if you take a t-shirt out of your drawer, you'd smell it to be like, oh, okay, this is good to go. It's the same thing you need to be doing with your underwear. Sniff your underwear. And if it doesn't smell nice and fresh, toss it back in the laundry. Do not put it on because you are going to get yourself in trouble, girl. Because for the entire day, you are going to be smelling something coming from down there and you're going to be blaming your good up vagina, and she has nothing to do with it. She's just vibing. It's a dirty underwear that you need to be worried about, okay? So check that. Now, how do you wash your underwear? You know that you're not supposed to be using fabric softener on your underwear. Obviously, you know that because the scent can throw you off, all of the stuff, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. The other day I was washing my underwear and I'm like, yo, why don't I just tip some vinegar in like the fabric softener, like little tab, like, you know, that little section for fabric softener. I'm like, yo, why don't I just throw some vinegar in there, you know, just to kind of like up my ante. Girl, why do my underwears come out so nice, so fresh, so lavish, so pretty, so sexy? Use a really clean detergent on your underwear. Put some vinegar in the section for fabric softener. Put some vinegar in there. It'll come out so clean, so fresh smelling. It's just everything. If you really think about it, you'll see why it's necessary to ensure your underwear is washed clean and fresh, and it has a fresh smell too, because you have on your underwear all day. Once again, you're sweating all day. It's going to be musty just from you smelling. It's going to be musty just from you sweating all day, and that is normal. It's nothing to blame your vagina about. It's just your body doing what your body does, right? So if you sweat, you're going to get musty down there. It is what it is. The other reason too is we have a period, right? So say you have your period and say some of the blood gets on your underwear. You got to ensure your underwear is washed properly. The next thing about it too, you have on your underwear, you discharge. You want to ensure your underwear is washed properly and that there's no discharge just lingering and left in there. Another reason why you have to ensure that your underwear is washed clean and fresh, okay? And another reason is because you put on your underwear. Don't forget, our back, our bum, our butt, the hole is not far from the vagina. The vagina, I'm not talking the vulva, the vagina. The vagina hole is not the vagina hole, but you know what I'm saying? The vagina is not far from the butthole, right? We go to the washroom all day, this, that, and the other. It's so necessary to ensure that your underwear is washed clean and fresh. So this is not nothing to be like, oh my goodness. No, it's just for you to be like, girl, just do a little due diligence to ensure your underwear is washed, fresh, clean, and smells good. Because you only set up yourself a failure throughout the day if you put on that underwear, if it smells musty. That's all I have for you today. But come back for day 2 because we are diving deep into why your pum pum smells.